Hi, thank you so much for joining me here online, and we are reviewing a lesson from Wednesday night. And so if you're a parent or a student, this is a great way to review and then be able to talk through some things with your family. So let's get to it. We're in the second section of Moses' life, and he is in Midian. He is a shepherd. He is feeling all alone, and he goes there watching sheep for his father-in-law. And it's been about 40 years of time has passed. And it is there that he brought his sheep in through a desert and on this mountain, and they're grazing, eating. He sees something that catches his eye. It's a bush that's burning, but the bush doesn't go out. So he gets closer, and then he hears his name, Moses, Moses. And that's my God voice. And Moses responds, "Here am I," and covers his face in fear. And God says, I am God. I am the God of your father, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And he begins to tell him, I've heard the groanings of my people Israel. I've seen their oppression, and I've come down to deliver them from their slavery. And then he says something interesting. Moses at this point is probably like, all right, God, great. You go. You deliver them. Then God says this, now Moses, you go down and go to Pharaoh and lead my people out of Egypt. And Moses is like, wait, what? And he asks this very important question. Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and that I should deliver the people Israel out of slavery? And that's a very good question. We often, in one form or another, have probably asked that question, who am I? And really it's a question of saying, am I enough? Am I enough to accomplish this mission? This mission is too big. I don't know if I can do it. I might fail. And am I enough for this? Am I capable? You know, the world, when we ask that question, the world responds generally this way. It says, get up every morning and tell yourself, I am enough. I am capable. I am strong. I can do this. And if you tell yourself that enough and enough mornings and you really believe it and you try hard, you will do it. But that often just doesn't work, does it? Us telling ourselves who we are isn't enough. It doesn't work. It hasn't in my life, and it probably won't in yours. And how God responds to him is completely different. He responds to Moses' question of, who am I, by saying this, Moses, I will be with you. That makes all the difference in the world. God being with us. See, it is not about us and about who we are. It's about God and who he is. And he is calling us on a mission. You know, we don't have the same mission as Moses of delivering the Israelites out of slavery. That's been done. But we do have a mission of delivering slaves who are in sin. And in Matthew 28, we see Jesus who has come to his disciples. And just as God came to Moses on a mountain through a burning bush, Jesus comes to his disciples on a mountain. And he gives them this mission. He says, therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you. And then he says this very interesting thing. For behold, lo, I will be with you always, even to the end of the age. See, Jesus says, I will be with you. So the call to go and make disciples, it's a big call. It's impossible for us to do on our own. We are not capable apart from him. And yet he calls us to do this mission because he says, I will be with you. I'm doing it and you are doing it with me. Come join me and let's do this together. And so Jesus is calling us to accomplish this mission. A quote that I heard from a guy named Paul Washer I thought was really good says, God is so strong that he says, I will accomplish this mission, and to make it more of a challenge, I will use you. And that kind of puts things into perspective. That God doesn't need us, but he desires us to work with him so that we can have a front row seat in seeing how powerful and awesome and gracious and amazing he is and be amazed by him. You know, a lot of us, I know I have in my personal life, have struggled with who are we and are we enough? And the Bible answers that completely by saying you need to turn to Jesus Christ in faith, and then He will recreate you and make you exactly who you need to be. And in Ephesians chapter 1 is a great passage. I pointed you there before, but we have these sheets I sent home, and it's just Ephesians chapter 1 here in verses 3 through 14. And it's a little thing of saying, of underlining all the things that Jesus makes us, God makes us through Jesus, being forgiven and redeemed and chosen and being holy and blameless and being sealed, all those things. And then to write on the back, just a simple statement, I am, and then fill in the blank, forgiven, blameless, holy, and all these things that Jesus Christ makes us. And these things are made, we are given freely by faith in Jesus Christ. I hope this has been an encouragement to you as you understand what your mission is, but also who you are. And it's not so much about who you are, it's about who God is. And because He is with us, we are made to become like Him, and we are able to fulfill the mission with Him that He has called us to.